What is purpose? When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. What do you understand by this quote? Well, have you ever walked into a room and then forget why you went into the room or what you went into that room to do? Then you suddenly leave the room and go back before you realize again that, oh, I was to do so and so, and then you go back to the room. So you abused the time you went into that room because you forgot the purpose for which you went into the room in the first place. Imagine this now for life. If you don't know the purpose of your life, you're basically doing exactly what you do when you go into the room and you forget why you went into that room or what you went into that room to do. So purpose is the why you are on earth, is the why you were born, is the why you exist, is the reason for which you were created. Remember, no manufacturer creates anything for the fun of creating it, because it takes resources, it takes energy, it takes effort. You don't just wake up and say, well, let me mix some things together and see. Nothing was created for fun, and everything that exists for a purpose. Every ingredient that is added into a dish has its role that it's playing in that dish. So purpose is the reason for which you were born, what you are exactly supposed to do on earth before you die, the problems you are to solve, the solutions you are to provide, the things you are to give us, the gift you brought, and all of that has to do with your purpose. Remember, everyone was born with a purpose. Everyone was created for something special. I like the way Dr. Myers always put it. There was a need in the world that made your creation and my creation necessary. So there was a gap, there was an empty space that you and I came to fill. Your goal then is to discover which gap you are to fill and fill it before you die. Your goal is to understand which part of the puzzle of this world you're there to fit in, and you fit in time before you leave the earth. So that is basically what you can define or describe as purpose. One of the major reasons why there is chaos in the world is due to unfulfilled purpose. Many people go into the grave with what they brought to deliver to the world. Imagine the great people you know and all the great things they did, and imagine if they failed to do those things, we probably won't be where we are today. And because they contributed, because they fulfilled their purposes, that is why we are able to benefit from that. So you and I, we owe the world our purpose. We owe the world to discover why we were born, to develop that seed in us and to serve it. So your purpose is like a seed, rightly said. It's buried in you, and you have to discover it, nurture it, cultivate it so that it can grow into the mighty tree that you can serve the world its fruits. So a couple of thoughts, you understand that school doesn't give you purpose. In our next video, we'll see how purpose and gifts and skills and talent relate, because many people tend to confuse them. You don't go to school to get a purpose. You are born for a purpose. You are born with a purpose. And so you just go to school to refine, to discover, to develop it so you can serve it to the world. So understanding this makes you realize that you're valuable, you're important, we need you, I need what you're carrying, and it's your responsibility to discover that. And that is what we are trying to help you in this video series on how to discover your purpose. Another thought is that your parents don't give you a purpose. This is quite typical in Africa, where maybe a dad failed to become a medical doctor, and so he vows that his children are going to become medical doctors on his behalf. No. Parents don't give you a purpose, and even you cannot give yourself a purpose. And if ever you did that, it's going to be classified under ambition. In our next video, we are going to look at why discover your purpose. Before we even go anywhere, you want to first give yourself a good reason why you should go through the stress, the challenges of actually discovering your purpose. Because honestly, it's not an easy ride, but it's definitely fun and it is worth it. So if you love this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet done so. Click the notification so you're notified when the next video comes up tomorrow. What are the consequences of not fulfilling your purpose? Please drop your own answer below and let's learn from each other. Thank you so much for watching and see you in our next video.